curfew was one of the biggest decisions from all of that. How was that reached at? How did that go from being an academic exercise to being a...
Well, that was never an academic exercise.
How was that decision?
Well, that was never an academic exercise, and it's not a matter of public health advice. It's a law enforcement issue. It is about making sure, and as I think Assistant Commissioner Cornelius has made it very clear yesterday, I'm not going to ask police to spend hundreds and hundreds of hours clearing out Maccas car parks in the suburbs with pop-up gatherings, illegal house parties. The list goes on and on. None of that is conducive. The drags down at Springvale Junction where I live, all of that is a waste of police time, and it is doing nothing but spreading the virus. That's not happening now. We've seen with the traffic modelling yesterday, we've seen a dramatic reduction in the number of people moving around, and the only reason you would be moving around where the curfew would be a problem for you would be if you were moving around for illegal purposes. So if you've got a lawful reason to move around between 8 and 5, soon to be 9 and 5, then the curfew doesn't actually impact you. It's about giving police the easiest set of rules to enforce, and it's about making sure the police are not having to waste their precious time dealing with things that shouldn't be happening and can easily be prevented by putting a curfew in. Not for a day longer than it serves its purpose, but certainly the feedback that I've had from police members, many of whom I speak with, they're having a difficult year, they've got a difficult job, it's never easy, but it's made somewhat easier by the curfew being there.
Why didn't you consult with the Chief Commissioner then before?
Well, I think the Chief Commissioner and Victoria Police were spoken to hours before the decision was made, and if I can, with the greatest of respect, make it clear to you that 5 or 6 hours in this thing is like a week. Sometimes you don't get 3 days to ponder something, but I'll just take you to Assistant Commissioner Cornelius's position yesterday. He couldn't have been clearer. This is exactly what we need to do, and it will not be changing. It will not be changing. We will have it there, as we've indicated, because it is serving a purpose, it's doing its job, it's limiting movement, and you will not limit this virus unless you limit movement.
But it is such an imposition on civil rights in normal times. It just seems strange that...
hang on, Nick.
It just seems strange that you didn't discuss that with Mr Patton before.
No, I'm not saying that's the case at all. The Victoria Police, and I've kind of covered this a couple of days ago, but I'm happy to make the point again. Victoria Police have had many very consistent views on things they have consistently reinforced with us. Give us rules we can enforce. Make the enforcement task as easy as possible. Curfew does that, absolutely does that. So it delivers on exactly what they have sought again and again, because that's their job. They want easily enforceable rules.